Informer, also known as a recovering Democrat. You can see me on the Dimitri K Show as well as the War Zone Monday through Friday with the 5-star General Jerry Wayne Monroe. Hey, just want to recap a video that a lot of people are getting upset. A lot of people are talking about, and I'm going to show it here in just a second for you. But it's about the young lady that was shot in Columbus, Ohio. She's about 15 or 16 years old. I can't remember her name right now. Got a lot of editing that I'm doing right now. But she was shot in Columbus, Ohio, just as they were reading the Derek Chauvin trial findings and verdict. And, you know, everybody knows that I'm not necessarily anti-police, but there is a systematic problem in the police forces across the United States. There's no doubt about that. You can't tell me that what I'm saying is not accurate. I believe what I'm saying is very accurate. But the young girl was shot, and I was watching the video, and her grandmother or her aunt, I believe it was her aunt, was saying that she shouldn't have been shot for the simple fact that she had thrown the knife down. Now, everything is basically based on perspective. Now, I don't know how many videos are out there, but the video that I saw, and I'm just going to give you my opinion. You might, disagree with it. Again, I'm not on the police's side at all, but you got to call it for what it is. It seemed to me that the officer shot her as she was attacking the girl in the pink. Did you guys notice that? And she had a knife in her hand at the time she was shot. So how could she have a knife in her hand at the time that she was shot, and then it be on the ground, and he shot her anyway? That's not the video that I saw. If there's another video, please let me know. But it seems like this video is unaltered. But it seems to me the police officer was justified in the fact that, number one, anybody's justified to save their own lives. And number two, to save the life of another. Now, in the video, though, did anybody notice the young man that was kicking the girl in the face? People that follow my show, the Donovan Sadiq Show, Unapologetic, knows that I'm really, really big on black men and their position in the black community. Where has it been acceptable for a man, even a young man, to beat on a woman or fight a woman? That is super cowardly. And I know this is a serious video. We're talking about serious slaying, but look at the video. Nobody's talking about I don't know if that's the father, if that's the boyfriend. I don't know. There's conflicting stories, but he kicked the girl in the face. If I was the police officer, I would have shot him, then shot the other person to protect the other person. Because when you kick somebody into the head, a woman, you could cause some severe damage, and it could be a life-saving event. So nobody's talking about that. And what I'm saying is, I'm not going to parrot what a lot of white supremacists say. And people say, well, we got to see the whole video. We can't rush to judgment. From what I saw, that unfortunately was a justified killing. From what I saw. So I could be wrong. If the video's altered, then my opinion will change if it comes out that the video's altered. But from what I saw, that girl, and then the police arrive on the scene and the people are still going at it, doing what they're doing. What is wrong with these kids to where they see an authority figure and they continue to do what they're doing? So, again, we talk about it on the War Zone. We talk about it on the Dimitri K Show. We need to start policing ourselves and start getting these kids in line to know what's appropriate and what's not. To put yourself in a position where a police officer is going to draw their weapon, because you clearly see in the video, he asked what's going on, what's happening, and the altercation is going on. It is still not a justification to kill anybody. But from what I saw, the girl in the pink who was on the side when he initially arrived and she walked over, then the 15-year-old came over and attacked her. So this is going to be interesting when we see it. But just take a look at the video, and you guys, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and check me out on the War Zone and as well as the Dimitri K Show. I'm Donovan Sadiq.
Say in an effort to be transparent, it shows a police officer shooting and killing 15-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant. The incident has already triggered protests in Ohio's capital city, and I have to warn you, this video is disturbing. Moments before the guilty verdict was announced in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin on Tuesday, a teenage girl was fatally shot by an officer in Columbus, Ohio. Police say she was armed with a knife. Franklin County Children's Services confirming the 16-year-old girl was Ma'Khia Bryant and that she was in foster care.
The information was that a caller said females were there trying to stab them and put their hands on them.
Police, who normally do not provide information so soon, releasing the body cam video of the incident, which shows an officer approaching a driveway with a group of young people standing there.
What the video shows is the female with the knife attempting to stab the first female that lands on the ground, and then the second female that is pushed against the vehicle.
The video shows the officer then firing his weapon, striking Bryant. She collapses to the ground next to a car that had been parked in the driveway. Authorities say the teen was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. It is unclear whether anyone else was injured. A woman describing herself as Bryant's aunt telling local media that Bryant got into an altercation with someone else at the foster care residence and that her niece did have a knife, but maintained that Ma'Khia dropped that knife before she was shot multiple times. Bryant's death, quickly gaining attention nationwide, comes amid a continuing reckoning over police accountability and systemic racism.
I'm just shocked. I mean, I just don't even know what to say. It's just like an out-of-body experience.
I ran out and I see a young lady on her back shot. I heard the gunshots and the grandmother was out there, hollering and screaming, very upset, saying they didn't have to shoot her.
Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther asking the city for calm.
It's a tragic day in the city of Columbus. Horrible, heartbreaking situation. And I ask for everyone to pray for peace.
The officer has not been named but taken off duty while the investigation goes on. There will also be a second state-led independent investigation, which is standard procedure whenever there's a police-involved shooting. Hoda?
All right.